Are we all back and ready?
Well...
I'm gonna guess that's a no.
Hold on.
Considering I can barely hear Brad.
You hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Okay, good.
You're closer to your mic now.
Actually, mostly I'm just talking louder.
Okay. To start this out, before we do introductions, I came up with more, Gordon Ramsay. It's like,
Oh no!
the outer shell of this bread is so hard, if it stays as hard for 4 hours, it should seek medical attention.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was trying to come up with something for textureless, but, like, all I could think of was comparisons to Teflon. It's like, I mean...
The shell of this bread is so hard it could withstand a creeper blast.
Oh. Nevertheless, the traveler was hungry, and unlike the narrator, wasn't an asshole and didn't make much mention of it. In fact, they made rather short work of Daffodil's less than impressive offering. Really, this is really just...
Did we do an intro already?
No.
Oh, right. Shit.
Brad's a professional.
Sorry, rewound.
We were distracted by puns.
Odd was
Yeah.
a professional.
For once, there was a legitimate reason.
Sea puns.
Yeah, there was a correlation.
Boy, you better stop.
Banned.
Well, I don't know. Make it stop like that seems a little shellfish.
You're going to overkrill it.
Are you suggesting you're gonna start getting crabby?
Welcome once again to Evil Guacamole Gaming. This is Lady
Yeah.
Filet, and today I'm joined by...
Pixel Coco.
And Devil's Avocado!
Alright, let's get started.
I'm trying to remember if that's happened before.
I'm sure Maggie has probably done it at least once.
Someone had to take the reins on this wacky
I feel like
ride.
if it has happened, it had to have been Maggie. And she would have been like, chop chop!
Anyway.
Read your line.
The young nun watched the traveler eat? I believe that is...
Eat.
I mean...
Watched as the traveler eat.
Yeah.
You forgot the as.
Yes, I see.
That would make more sense.
The young nun watched as the traveler ate their food, shoveling it into the dark recesses where their mouth should have been, and frowned.
What do you think? Is it good?
Well,
The traveler's not
is
an
it
asshole.
good?
It's good.
Are you sure? She likes honesty.
Fuck that. The traveler is hungry. There's no
Okay.
way that they know any different.
Okay,
So-
fine.
She may think that he has very poor taste, but I believe that genuinely he thinks it's good.
Okay. That's such an obvious lie. It isn't good at all.
Wow!
What was that?
But despite being wily enough to see through the traveler's blatant falsehoods, even though we established that to him it wasn't a falsehood at all, Daffodil's cheeks still flushed. It seemed, though she knew she was being lied to, The lie still made her happy. So she was full of crap when she said she hated liars. Humans were such complex, contradictory creatures. That's some quality alliteration.
So,
Madeline smiled warmly, as was her wink wonk. When the traveler...
Okay.
why?
Honestly, cause like my brain immediately went to the word want, and immediately thought of Moon going wink wonk, and I was just like, you know what? I have no idea if it makes any sense. I'm just shoving wink wonk into there instead of won't, which is a strange, I think, archaic
As
word.
her want? As her wink wonk. I'm banning you from everything. Banning you straight to the sun.
You can't ban me if I've never something. Finger to
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Gotta agree with that one.
As for his wink, when the travelers set their empty bowl and plate to one side.
It is getting rather late. I believe Daffodil and I will turn in soon, but I fear it would be rather lonely for you.
Lonely.
Indeed, I would not want you sitting in the vestry on your own. I would feel guilty.
This is turning into that scene from Monty Python.
Just leave them to it, Madeline. You're giving them a roof over their head and a place to sleep. Isn't that enough?
But what of company? Rabbits die if they get too lonely.
This person's a rabbit?
It's Mochi. It really is her.
Shit!
It's been me all along!
God damn it! How did Mochi get in here?
Mochi
I
always...
couldn't keep up with the same accent the whole way through! That's why the voice kept changing!
That explains so much.
The traveler stiffened at this comment, but neither woman noticed. This feels like too much information. Instead, Daffodil rolled her eyes. She rolled her eyes a lot. You know. It was probably bad for her. I do not actually know anything about eye health. At best, this is a weird judgment of peculiar behavior.
This comes from the same person who thinks that someone can lacerate their eyeballs with their eyelashes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Maybe
That's
they would
fair
fall
point.
out of her skull one day. But, you know, it's possible. Again, I don't really know much about anatomy.
Please, the traveler might be many things, but I'm sure they're not a rabbit. For one thing, rabbits can't talk.
Yeah, no.
And they're meant to be
sure
eaten.
Sounds like Coco's hungry.
No. No.
Wait,
No.
is Coco talking about eating sentient beings again?
No. Clearly we were talking about non-sentient beings since they just said that rabbits don't talk. How could you do me like this, Tori?
You opened the door! I couldn't help but walk through! I had to take a peek!
We would like to inform you that the Vord counter was already broken.
By you, of all people. Wait, what am I saying? You're the one who always breaks it.
Oh, God.
Well, I suppose you're right. So, our esteemed guest,
And not rabbit.
More like unwanted nuisance.
Would you care for some company tonight? If you desire it, I would not mind staying with you.
Where is this going?
Well, if you're going to be like that...
I mean, I've met some nuns, but not quite like this.
This is getting kinky.
Daffodil sighed, her shoulders sinking. This was going to get sapphic.
Really fast.
I suppose I can offer my company too. But this isn't for your sake, understand?
Holy fuck.
I don't want you to inconvenience Madeline.
She's turned
Holy
into
That scared me.
into Camilla / the guy from Duperuperu.
Byakuya.
Yeah, Byakuya. I don't need to mispronounce their names, but it felt fun.
But you
doing it
totally
anyway.
do.
You don't need to, but you're gonna.
It isn't an inconvenience. If it was, I would have not offered.
Bullshit!
That's what you say, but we both know that's not true. You acted as though it was fine when that beggar stole our candlesticks, but you were attached to them, weren't you?
Like, physically attached to them? Because then the beggar would have stolen me, too.
You know what I mean. They used to belong to Bernadette.
Well...
For a few moments, Madeline appeared lost in her own recollections, thinking about her dear friend, Ernest something. I've forgotten the name already. I'm not a very good narrator, nor
Clearly.
knowledgeable about eyes, but I am extremely judgmental. But then she shook her head and the moment was gone.
I'm sure Bernadette would be happy to know selling her candlesticks were able to fill the belly of a homeless man.
You're impossible sometimes.
I will take that as a compliment.
It wasn't meant to be.
Daffodil turned on the traveler, hands on her hips.
You have a choice between two girls. Rejoice, traveler.
Oh, that's right. I can actually just go mochi. That's the secret. the character before in the meta context is the same as the traveler. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if that might actually be the twist that happens.
Yeah.
For a nun, you're not very humble, are you?
Nuns are not required to act in a certain manner. If we were all sappy, wide-eyed innocents like Madeline.
Daffodil pointed one finger at the sappy, wide-eyed innocent in question.
Then we would run through our wealth in days, and all the churches and abbeys and monasteries across Dacoise would be plunged into ruin.
Like this one? Oh ho 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 ho!
I'll slap you.
Damn. Damn, son.
The traveler was tempted to ask, but they held their tongue
That's
inside
right,
their
dickweed.
mouth. They did not want to damage Daffodil's pride. I did, but, you know, I'm the narrator and an asshole.
Clearly.
For such... Holy
Fuck you.
Holy
Goodness,
crap.
kill me. I'm like immediately feeling the daggers from Coco from here. I'm a state away, and it's not even me saying... Anyway, I'm just gonna get over with it.
Ebihime.
For such a short girl, she had an overabundance of it.
Ebihime. I love you for your name. That took a couple points off my love for you. What will it be? Do you want to stay with Madeline or me?
Oh.
Oh, shit. Aren't they staying in the same room, though?
That's what I would have thought.
I mean, that's how lesbians work, right?
I mean,
They're
I've met a
not.
few lesbians.
Oh yeah?
Ah.
Know any good
Really?
ones?
Only a few?
And
I'm pretty sure
No,
any
I-
ones
you
of
keep as
a
lesbian.
particularly impressive height in this chat?
Advo has since become deceased.
I feel
By the
like
time this episode comes out, he will be dead. Coco will
Mysteriously.
have murdered him.
No, it's gonna
and
be totally a
died.
mystery.
I think we should go with Daffodil, because that I feel like that will make Coco the most happy, because it basically fulfills, you know, the way her sapphic interests go, as
Look,
most do.
look. Just because I want Asami Sato to run over me with one of her cars doesn't mean I contribute to this theory of yours, Advo.
Honestly, I'm kind of for going with Daffodil too, because Madeline has had a lot of lines, and Daffodil hasn't.
Alright.
Yes. And
I mean, we
I
had
feel-
one-on-one time with Madeline.
yes. Also, I feel like if this game actually does somehow go sapphic with the Traveler and one of these characters, it feels like complete abuse of Madeline's, you know, general ignorance of everything. If something happened with Daffodil, like
We know. It's
I
consented.
feel like it could only happen with consent entirely and perfectly.
Yeah,
Because otherwise, Daffodil would kill you.
pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she has knives under her bed, ready to slay.
I thought you were gonna go with bra, but
Well,
Could
I mean,
be.
just
that would be extremely uncomfortable to have knives in your bra.
You could have
I mean,
like one of those cleavage
Yeah.
daggers from Xena.
Also, something
oh,
I'd like
the
to
cleavage
point out,
dagger. I forgot about the
something
cleavage
I'd like
dagger.
to point out, Madeline has an extremely flat chest. I noticed it
Oh.
last time we were playing too. I'm just like, is Madeline perhaps not... I mean, she's identifying female, but something else going on there.
I
'Cause, like,
mean,
Daffodils...
I will say this. Now, this is
They're
not an
cool.
absolute. Neither is breast size.
True.
But them hips, that's quite a hip things happening there.
I mean, yeah.
So it's possible, but if they were trying to make a design to hint at them being a trans woman, I think they probably would have not made the waist-hip ratio as extreme.
Probably. I mean, Daffodil's waist
But-
hip ratio is crazy.
Yeah. But
anyway.
alright.
Let's go with Daffodil.
We will go with Daffodil.
This is about to get hell more awkward.
Yep. And it's gonna get more awkward on the next episode of Il Guacamole Gaming. This is Devil's Avocado. I am joined by...
Pixel Coco.
Lay filet.
And we will see you in the next awkward time. Farewell.
Goodbye.
I need to put this away, because I'm going to be laughing at stupid sea puns.
Same. Like I was gonna make a response, but I was like, no. If I I'm not gonna stop if I do.
The sea is endless with puns.